Good morning, students. This is Renu Singhal. So, as you are watching Tree Top, one chapter we have completed, and today we will start our next chapter, chapter number 2. The name is The Selfish Giant. Okay, what is the meaning of selfish? Selfish means the one who thinks about himself or herself. That is, that person is selfish. Okay, now let's start. So, one activity for you is given here. Tell the disadvantages of being selfish. If you are selfish, then what will be the disadvantages? First and foremost, we will find it hard to develop and fulfilling friendship and relationships. People will not associate with us for long if we repeatedly show through our words and action that why we only care about ourselves. So this is, according to me, this is one disadvantages of being selfish. If we are selfish, then nobody will like to be with us, nobody will like to be our friends, right? So we do not have to be, we just have to think about others also, others welfare also. All right, so let's start the story. So the story is about selfish, being selfish, how one giant was selfish, and how he has changed. All right, so let's start the story. Okay, so here we are. Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to go and play in the giant's garden. So, there was a garden in which children, after coming from school, they used to play there, and that garden was of a giant. That is why it was called a giant's garden. Okay, it was a large, lovely garden. It was a large, lovely garden with soft green grass. Here and there, over the grass, stood beautiful flowers like stars, and there were 12 peach trees that in the springtime broke out into delicate blossoms. Blossoms are flowers, okay, of pink and pearl. And pearl is white, pink and pearl, pink and white. And in the autumn bore rich fruit. So the garden was full of life. All right. So in spring season, we can see delicate blossoms of pink and purple, pink and that's white color. And in autumn season, they bore fruits. Okay. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games in order to listen to them. And the garden was really very beautiful, it was full of life. We can see blossoms, fruits, and so many birds. They just sing melodious songs there. All right, and so by listening, so the children just stop their games, whatever they were playing, they stop that and they just enjoy it. How happy we are, they cried to each other, and they just tell to each other that they are very happy to have that kind of garden, that kind of beauty of nature. Now, one day the giant came back, and suddenly one day, it was when this paragraph is just before when the giant was not there, but as the giant came back, he had been to visit his friend the Cornish ogre. That's also a giant, a kind of giant. Okay. He had been to visit his friend the ogre and had stayed with him for 7 years. So he didn't come back. He was staying with his friend Cornish ogre for 7 years. Okay. After the 7 years were over, as the 7 years were over, and he had said all that, and he told that he had to save for his conversation was limited. He determined to return to his own castle, and then he decided that he will return to his castle, his palace, that where he was living, that garden. Okay. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden. And when he come back from his friend's house, he saw that there were so many children playing in his garden. What are you doing? He cried in a very gruff voice, and he started to cry, he started to shout. That what he was saying, he was asking to the children that what they were doing in his garden, and the children ran away by listening that voice. And even he was very, see, we can see here that giant was really very horrifying, right? So they started to fear. They all were, the children were in fear, and they started to run from there. My own garden is my own garden, said the giant. The giant said that this is only mine. Nobody has the right to enter. Alright? Anyone can understand that, and I will allow nobody to play in it but myself. And everybody should understand that this garden is mine, and I will not allow anybody to come inside my garden. Only I can enjoy it. So he built a high wall all around and put up a notice board. So what he does, he builds a very high walls all around the garden, right? And he put one notice board also. And what was written there? Trespassers will be prosecuted, right? So those who will enter without my permission, those who will enter inside, they will be punished. Okay, he was a very selfish giant. The giant was really very selfish. The poor children had now nowhere to play. Now those poor children, they do not have any place to play. They tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of hard stones, and they didn't like it. But as the garden was really very soft, very delicate, but it was not with the road. The road was very hard, very harsh, and it was full of dust and hard stones. So they do not like to play there. They used to wander around the high wall when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. And whenever they were free from school, so they used to wander around the high walls and they just talk about the beauty of the garden. How happy we were there, they said to each other. And in a very low voice, very sad voice, they said that they were very happy inside before the giant was not there. Then the spring came, and all over the country. And what is the situation now? How the nature just take revenge. Then the spring came, as the spring season come there, and all over the country there were little blossoms and little birds. Only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter, but the beauty was very far away from that selfish giant's garden. That beauty, that life didn't enter in the garden just because the giant was very selfish. He built the wall, we can see. He built the very high walls around the garden. So spring season didn't enter inside. It was still winter. I can't understand why the spring is so late in coming, said the selfish giant. What the selfish giant said, he was thinking like that the spring is so late in coming, right? So, as he sat at the window and looked out at his cold white garden, why it was cold and white? Because we can see it was just covered with snow. I hope there will be a change in the weather. And he was thinking there will be a change and his garden will also be full of life, full of beauty. But the spring never came, nor the summer. But other seasons didn't enter inside, neither spring nor summer, right? The autumn gave golden fruit to every garden, but to the giant's garden she gave none, right? So autumn season was also there. Autumn season also came, but it also didn't enter inside, and it gave nothing to the garden, to the selfish giant's garden. He's too selfish, she said. And what autumn season said, that the giant was very much selfish, so she will also not enter inside the garden. So it was always winter there. So just because of all seasons were very much angry with him, so they didn't enter inside. And the north wind and the hail and the frost and the snow danced about through the trees. And there were only north wind, very cold winds, and hails and frost, that ice only, that snow only. But not the that spring season, that summer season, that autumn season, nothing. All right, only winter was there. And it was actually the punishment that all seasons have given him. One morning the giant was lying awake in bed when he heard some lovely music. And one day what happened, he heard a very lovely, very very sweet voice, music voice. It was it was really only a little linnet singing outside his window, but it was so long since he had heard a bird sing in his garden that it seemed to him to be the most beautiful music in the world. And then he heard the music, the sound, the song, just sang by a little linnet. And it was from a very long time he didn't listen any song of the bird, so he was being very excited. Then the hail stopped dancing over his head, and then the hail stopped, and the north wind ceased roaring, and a delicious perfume came to him through the open casement. Casement is what we can say like a window. I believe the spring has come at least. And he said to himself that I think I think now the spring has come, said the giant, and he jumped out of bed and looked out. What did he see? Now he was very excited. He was thinking that now finally another season started to come. Spring is there. Now, as he looked outside his window, what he see? He saw a most wonderful sight, and it was a most wonderful sight. And what was that? Through a little hole in the wall, the children had crept in, and there was a hole in the wall, and from that hole, the children entered into the garden, and they were sitting in the branches of the trees, and they all were sitting on the branches of the trees. In every tree that he could see, there was a little child, and on every tree there was a child sitting. And the tree was so glad to have the children back again that they had covered themselves with blossoms. And trees were also very happy. Now they covered themselves with flowers, different beautiful flowers, and were waving their arms gently above the children's head. And they were very happy to watch all the children there. The birds were flying about and twittering with delight, and the birds were also there, and they were singing very melodious songs. And the flowers were looking up through the green grass. The flowers were also there. They were also there and laughing. Flowers were also very happy by watching little children. It was a lovely scene. Only in one corner it was still winter, and the scene was really very lovely. In only corner there was the winter. And why it was? Because it was the furthest corner of the garden, and in it was standing a little boy. He was so small that he couldn't reach up to the branches of the tree, and he was wandering all around it, crying bitterly. And he was crying because he was too small. He cannot just climb. He cannot climb on the tree. So he started to cry. The poor tree was still quite covered with frost and snow, and the north wind was blowing and roaring above it. Climb up, little boy, said the tree. What the tree said? That climb up, little boy. And it bent its branches down as low as it could. But the little boy was too tiny that he was not able to climb on the tree. Alright. And now what happened? The giant's heart melted finally. And the giant's heart melted as he looked out. How selfish I have been, he said. Now he realized his mistake, that how much selfish he was, as he was not allowing children to enter inside the garden. and that was why it was the reason his garden was lifeless. He said, "Now I know why the spring would not come here. I will put that poor little boy on the top of the tree, and then I will knock down the wall, and then I will break the wall. Okay, I will allow all the children to enter in my garden, and my garden shall be the children's playground forever and ever." Now he said, after that, forever, my garden will be for the playing for the children. He was really very sorry for what he had done, and he realized his mistake. He was really very sorry for his action. So he crept downwards and down stairs and opened the front door quite softly and went out into the garden. But when the children saw him, they were so frightened that they all ran away, and the garden became winter again. Only the little boy didn't run, for his eyes were so full of tears that he didn't see the giant coming. And the giant stole up. Stole up means move up without making any noise, quietly. Stole up behind him and took him gently in his hand and put him into the tree. And what he said, and the tree broke at once into blossom. And again, that tree on which the giant put the child, it also started to be full of life, and the birds came and sang on it, and the little giant played with the little boy. Now the boy stretched out his two arms and flung them around the giant's neck and kissed him and the other children. When they saw that the child was not wicked any longer, came running back, and with them came the spring. Right? "It is your garden now, little children," said the giant. What the giant said? That now this garden is yours. And he took a great axe and knocked down the wall. And when the people were going to the market at 12 o'clock, they found the giant playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. Now that garden was again full of life, and it was more beautiful than before. So I think this story is understood. Now its writer is Oscar Wilde. Okay, with the name only, when you will write chapter number 2, the selfish giant, then you have to write its writer name also. Okay, what is the name of the writer? Oscar Wilde. Okay, now do words meaning from here. Right? Blossoms, these are flowers. Cornish ogre, a giant or monster in legendary and fairy tales that eats humans. Okay. Now gruff, rough and low in pitch. Wander, to walk around slowly in a relaxed way or without any clear purpose or direction. Linnet, a mainly brown and grey finch with a reddish breast and forehead. Casement, a window or a part of window set on a vertical hinge so that it opens like a door. Now twittering, making a series of short high sounds. Now melted, became more tender or loving. Right? So these are words meaning. These you have to do. Okay. Now let's do this also. You have to do section A. Okay. MCQs, multiple choice questions. So choose and tick the correct answer. The giant had a beautiful, what he was having? A beautiful garden. Right? Next, the giant came back after how many years? 7. So answer is after 7 years. Okay. Third, the giant was very selfish. Yes, he was very selfish. That is why he didn't allow children to enter inside, and he told them that that garden belongs to him only, and he will play there, he will do whatever he want, but others, the outsiders, are not allowed to enter. The giant built a high wall around his garden. When the spring came all over the country, only the giant's garden had winter. Right? That is the answer. Now, the trees of the garden were so glad to have the children back. So answer is children. children back. Okay, understood? All clear, everyone? Okay. Now in my next homework you will get these questions. Okay, it will be, you have to first learn chapter 1, all right, and then you have to do words meaning and these MCQs questions in your notebook, all right. After that, try to do these things in your rough notebook. Okay, so fill in the blanks using the hint box. Gruff, green, wonderful, delicate, rich fruit, beautiful. Okay, the garden was dash. What will come inside? Just do it yourself. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, the peach trees bow what? The giant talked in a dash voice. The blossom were dash. The giant saw the most dash sight. So this part plus this part, A, A, B, C. Alright, A we have done, so that you will do in your notebook. B, C. C part is tick the true and cross the wrong statement. The giant lived with his friends Cornish ogre for 10 years. Is it true or not? This you have to do yourself. The garden was not beautiful. The giant was selfish. There were 12 apple trees in the garden. Spring never came back to the garden. The giant realized his mistake. So you have to write whether these are true or false. Okay, then match the column. After that you have to match this. This is also your homework. Okay, so what you have to do? Question number B. Okay, fill in the blanks using the hints box. Question number C, take the correct option, correct statement. Okay, then question number D, match the column. All right, so these you have to do B, C and D. Okay, B, C and D. This is your homework. Okay, okay, thank you so much for watching.